All right, we are recording, but you know me, I'm always working on the background, the behind the scenes, to really make sure that the Day One Den here is, top tier for our fitness coaching. And I just wanted to show something real quick here. Of course, this is just the first edition, or the first go at it with the Day One Den Command Center. This is going to be for coach facing, and also I'm going to try to implement client facing. So you guys already know you have the Day One Den Specialist Performance AI. Now, when I say AI, this is just, it has the protocols and designs, of course, of FighterFITX with my input from 16 years of teaching clients. So I gave the blueprint inside the brain of the Day One Den X, but I also added NASM's protocol of the 4 foundations of the OPTM model, and also, of course, American College of Sports Medicine model as well. With the Day One Den on school here, what you can do is you can go for a 7-day trial. Now, on that 7-day trial, go for the classroom, and once you jump in, you have the 7-day mini course, the jumpstart program for you here. Right, so you have the 7 days here to go through it. There is workouts, there is videos on there, but also too, like with the 7 days, you also have seven chances at bat with the Day One Den Performance Specialist AI. So you punch in your information: pain-free performance, fighter conditioning, explosive power. You book your onboarding video call with me, so we can go through your goals and see where you're at with your fitness journey and where you are starting. Yeah, so what you want to do is, so like now, ever since having the gym, we had the fitness test. I always had some sort of test for my clients to showcase how far they have come with exercises and what they need to do. So the baseline diagnostic matrix, what we have is we have our push-ups. So every exercise is built for 1 minute. You want to also make sure that you film this so you can send it to us and to your coach, to me, to make sure that you are having the proper technique and the form, and also too for yourself. Like I shared in a couple of videos before how a client in the past, he would do the push-up test in front of me in person, and we would record it, and then we'll mark down how many reps he's done. And fast forward, like for example, maybe he only did 15 reps of push-ups, and then maybe like 2 months down the road, we film it and compare the first one and the second one, and now he has, maybe he increased his reps to 22 reps instead of 15, and also he's gone lower in his descent, in his eccentric phase of the push-up. So that is feedback and showing you guys your progress, or if you're not progressing as correctly or as in a timely, safely and timely manner. Let's take a look at what's happening. So for example, let's say for push-ups here, we're going to go through the member view on Steve. So for example, let's say, so Steve's 90-day progression, total output volume in reps. And so now look, so from week 1, and then doing all these, doing the push-ups here. So month 1, 15 push-ups, month 3, 28 push-ups. So that's an 87% increase in reps. So week 1 to week 12, right now we have, now we ask for feedback on the exercise, on the Superman, Superwoman, and he says, a huge difference. My glutes are actually firing now with no pain in the lower back, right? So we have, being this personal trainer for the 16 years and developing programs and working with clients over the years and trying to figure out how to best execute or how to best deliver a program for my clients, and see what biomarkers that we can address or mark down to make sure that we are on track on going towards their goal, and to also to showcase the journey for the client. And so that is one leak in the business that I want to make sure I addressed in the Day One Den, by making sure that everyone is being heard. And that's why the video group coaching is so vital for not maintenance, but for, what's the word I'm looking for? To making sure that you guys stay on board with it, because we can always, with an app that tells me to do, these exercises. All right, cool. I'm on my own. I'm on my own accord to make this happen. Now with the Day One Den community, we post on what we're working out. We touch base in the group coaching weekly, and to make sure that we are good. For example, let's say if I was doing that deadlift, or if I was doing a bodyweight glute bridge, and my low back, I didn't feel my low back, I can't really have any. I can't say anything to the coach, or unless if it was, with the Future Fitness app, I believe it's once every 2 weeks they have video coaching. But anyways, yeah. So with this, with the Day One Den Specialist app, and once we talk about what issues we have on that onboarding call, we can put down, tight hips. I felt my low back, my push-up or my burpee wasn't as, I felt inefficient in my burpee. So that means once I look at your video and get a program design, I can tell you what to put in to the specialist app to make sure that your issues and your concerns with your exercises are addressed. And otherwise, I'll refer you out to any other coaches or apps that I came across that may be more beneficial to you. Right, so as your FighterFITX performance specialist, we're initiating a targeted training block designed to optimize your glute max output, address glute amnesia, and ensure pain-free performance. This 21-minute session is built on NASM OPT Phase 5. This is built on Phase 5 of the protocol, POWER, and the American College of Sports Medicine high-intensity protocols, prioritizing glute activation, strength, and explosive power, while integrating critical core stability to support your lower back. All right, so it's been years of me looking and seeking apps that have my ideology or methodology of giving my clients the best program there is. And this is what I built into this for you guys, right? And of course, having the proper certification programs, and also the master trainers, Marty Miller, NASM, and his methodology, and putting the NASM and ACSM protocols within the brain, so to speak, of this development, right? So the FighterFITX performance block, glute max optimization block. So this is NASM Phase 5 strength power supersets, maximizing glute recruitment and explosive power, and enhancing core stability, just like we said at the beginning. Dead bugs. Remember, this is built on 21 minutes. So of course you will do this is just for, why is it 21 minutes? Is because the time constraints and what you want to do on your own so we can do this. We can do a workout every day in 21 minutes. It's not that aggressive. It's not necessarily, hour and a half workout. And of course, here at the bottom here, we have a specialist tip. So kinetic chain principle. Force production starts at the ground. Force production starts at the ground. Ensure a tripod foot position, big toe, little toe, and heel during all standing exercise, right? So then making sure that there's these little tips to make sure that we have recognition or the knowledge of proper exercise form. And the FighterFITX posture protocol. And this is just their daily reminder of the forward. So having your head forward, the tech neck, rounded shoulders, and a lower back arch. So forward head, we have our chin tucks. Retract your chin straight back, creating a double chin. Hold for 5 seconds, and then release. All right, so we have the Day One Den specialist on that. And of course, this was, like I said, this is from our onboarding and also our group coaching. And depending on the tier that we are touching base for you, and in this instance, we are talking with Steve after. So that means, of course, we have the delayed onset muscle soreness, which is usually about 24 hours after a heavy workout or a challenging workout. So what can we do to fix this on a NASM level 1? NASM level 1 is stabilization. So sprawl to plank pauses, focusing on pillar stability, and assign stabilization block. Now, of course, I'm still working on this Day One Den Command Center as the coaching viewpoint. And as mentioned, the growth of month 1 compared to month 3 for those exercises. So I am very happy with this progression of the Day One Den and the tools that we are capitalizing on for you guys and gals inside the den. And just to recap, first milestone, share that page, the day one den, the 7-day jumpstart at the community. We need that human touch. We need that human component to it, right? So that's where we come in for the video coaching, right? So the school, 7-day fitness jumpstart, you have the 7-day sync, copy and paste to the day one den X specialist app for the exercise for that particular day. Now, of course, you have 7 tries at bat. Once you unlock or upgrade to our second premium tier, you guys will have an infinite amount of access or cycles of the 21-minute blockchain. Right? And that's why we have that human component behind it. You don't just have a PDF, you don't just have an Excel spreadsheet, even though they're great tools, but I'm just going a step above and beyond with that coaching for you guys on the day one den and inside the school platform. So the modern fitness problem. Well, there is a major issue in the digital fitness world right now. You've seen the $200 a month apps like Future or Caliber. They have great interfaces, but they're missing the most important thing, human continuity. Many members are experiencing a revolving door of trainers who come and go, leaving you to restart your progress with a stranger every few weeks. This was based off of a review I've seen online. Even worse, you try to leave, you are often met with billing traps and complex refund policies. So even that is a major issue as well too, because I know Equinox in the States, they had a huge court case settlement because they made it so hard for people to cancel their membership work. So anyways, even worse, you try to leave, you try to cancel, and just often billing traps, complex refund policies, right? At FighterFITX, and especially inside the school platform where it's a click of a button. All right, so number 2 here, so integrity and tech. We utilize the school platform because it's built on transparency. 1 click to join, 1 click to cancel, no games. But the real difference is in the lab. We don't just track your reps, we identify your kinetic lesions, right? So we want to make sure that we identify your kinetic leaks, because working with clients over the years is, even just seeing firsthand, like I said in other videos, is the jumping jack. The knees are caving in. Your stability in your walking lunges needs to be addressed. You have your heels raised in a squat position, or you can't go into a lower depth in a squat. So you talk to us, your coach inside the den, and then we correct these exercises, or we give you the information so that you can practice on your own in the day one den specialist coach. And we already seen the case study of Steve looking at this client profile with his push-ups from month 1 to month 3, the 90-day progressive track. So month 1, Steve was experiencing lower back tightness. Our NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine based fitness test, identified a kinetic leak. His hips were sagging during transitions and his lower back was taking the hit, right? So if we had, performed just maybe myself too being a victim of this, or being the perpetrator, I guess, of improper program design, is giving clients, here's the fitness test, email, text, modified, or text and video of me doing the push-up, but I don't see their feedback. I don't see that they're doing the push-up and they have that lower back issue, right? So month 2, we didn't just work out harder, we implemented form corrections and specific adjustments. Looking at the shift, his core stability is locked in, the pain is gone, and his performance metrics are finally moving in the right direction. So we compare month 1 to month 2, and to ensure we aren't just sweating and we aren't just working out, but we're actually evolving as an athlete. We're evolving as a fitness enthusiast. So you don't need another subscription that treats you like a number. You need a command center. You need a day one den. We combine professional training experience with NASM protocols to ensure your body is built to last. Join the den, fix the leaks, and let's get to work. All right, how to work on the coach-facing command center, the day one den commander. There you have it, team. There we have it, built for you guys to rock and roll with FighterFITX, and making sure that me as the brand, as the business, to give you guys the absolute great, perfect journey as much as I can to make it perfect. That one, join in, come on board. Let's figure this out together on your fitness journey. And yeah, get those burpees in. Make sure your kinetic leaks are not